Hey guys, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
Those Annoying Vegans!
Today we wanted to touch on the story regarding Jaden Smith and his parents intervening in his vegan diet.
They did an episode of Red Table Talk on Facebook where they talked about this intervention that they had. A lot of level 0 carnist arguments came up though. Protein though.
He's a vegan now, but we realized he wasn't getting enough protein.
Our son was wasting away though.
So he was wasting away. He just looked drained. He was just depleted.
Gray skin?
Yeah,
Graying
gray
of
skin.
the skin?
There was even a little grayness,
To
like to his skin.
Gray skin.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. Never heard that one before. Good job, Will Smith.
There was even a little grayness.
And in this video, we are having a lovely meal. This meal is, of course, oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of our favorite breakfasts. It's a great nutritious option for anyone. It's fast, it's cheap. We've got like a cup of oats. There's blueberries, peaches, bananas, walnuts, sunflower seeds, ground chia seed, ground flaxseed, brown sugar.
Butter.
But look at this. I mean, it's just a huge bowl. Getting your omega-3s, you're getting your protein, you're getting a lot in this meal.
And this will fill you up for a while. It is so delicious, man.
Well on your way to getting your day's worth of vitamins and minerals and macros and fiber. So nutritious.
You literally are what you
And
eat.
even Jaden admitted that while on tour, he was only eating maybe 1 meal a day, 2 at most.
I was just eating like 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe one. Maybe just that one big meal, and I'm like, oh, you know, I didn't get around
like,
to
oh,
it. And
it's
now,
fine.
I'm like,
That's crazy to me.
He's 21 years old. He needs his calories.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just follow the health.gov dietary guidelines, a 21-year-old male who's active should be eating 3,000 calories a day. I mean, that's a lot. This is a lot of food in this bowl, and it's about 1,000 calories. So you want to be eating 3 of these every day. And if you're only eating 1 meal a day, you're not eating a 3,000 calorie meal.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit your macros, you're not gonna get your vitamins and minerals, and you're gonna be really tired. And maybe you might look a little gray to your parents.
I guess.
Or maybe
It
they
was-
were being figurative.
Will Smith, he's always looked like a guy who's in really good shape. He always stays in great shape for his movie roles.
I know how to eat to make my body look muscular.
Right.
But I actually don't know how to eat to feel good. Yeah. I don't know how to eat to be healthy.
You would think that with people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Patrick Baboumian and all of these like world-class athletes who are out there promoting plant-based diets for health and nutrition and fitness, you'd think Will Smith would be a little bit more up on that and not say that his son looks like a zombie because he went vegan, but he didn't go vegan, he was vegetarian. This is just a whole weird
It's very
thing.
It's very clickbaity. Because of course, what happens the next day? All these news articles start popping up. Jaden in veganism, and veganism is turning Jaden gray, and
Oh yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah. People are gonna jump on the opportunity to rag on veganism whenever they can. And of course, in the Red Table Talk video, you know, his mom and his dad, when he was like, I just want to clarify, I'm vegetarian.
I also just want to say that I'm vegetarian, that I've tried to be vegan.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
tried it
Vegetarian
because
now.
people get very specific about, we say you're eating pancakes, I'm vegetarian. You know, I've tried
Got
to eat
it.
vegan meals. I'll go vegan for a week or so, but for the past year, I've been vegetarian.
They're like, oh yeah, that's right, vegetarian, not vegan, vegetarian.
Glossed over that.
But every news article, what does it say? Vegan diet.
I'm vegetarian.
So as a vegetarian, of course, vegetarians eat dairy, they eat eggs, and sometimes vegetarians eat fish, depending on the vegetarian that you ask. So you would think that these animal products in his diet would exonerate veganism.
From being the culprit.
Yes. Of
Not
these
that-
health issues.
Not that veganism is a diet.
No,
is
it is
an
not.
ethical lifestyle that seeks to exclude the exploitation of animals insofar as is possible and practicable. Meaning it is ethics-based.
But we thought we would take this opportunity to talk about some mistakes and issues that new vegans tend to experience.
So what are these mistakes and issues that we are going to discuss?
One.
Not eating enough.
This is a big one.
This is
That's
so common. People decide to switch to a plant-based diet and remove the animal products,
Yeah.
but they don't necessarily replace them with calorically equivalent plant foods. You can't just stop eating meat, dairy, and eggs and not replace those calories. So under eating can lead to a whole host of health problems including fatigue, dizziness, lack of energy, vitamin
lethargy.
deficiencies.
People say they feel weak.
And ultimately what that does is it taints people's idea about veganism. They blame veganism for all those issues.
They always go straight to protein too. They're like, I'm feeling weak, must be lack of protein. Well, your body doesn't use protein for energy. Your body uses carbohydrates for energy. So if you're feeling a lack of energy, that is not a lack of protein. It's a misunderstanding of nutrition, and this is very common with non-vegans and vegans alike. A lot of people don't understand nutrition.
Nobody really teaches children, people in general, about
Nutrition.
Not a lot of kids know about their parents' health or even their health.
And we have to keep in mind that plant foods, especially whole plant foods, they are very, very nutritionally dense, which is a great thing. However, they are calorically dilute when compared to animal products. So you just need to eat more. I don't really know why that's a bad thing. Like, just eat more.
I don't think it's
like
a
you
bad
can
thing.
you can eat more. And people are like, oh, when you're vegan, you can't eat anything. And then we say, no, actually, you get to eat more. Oh, well, you have to eat all this food. Hold on, pick one. Do you like eating a lot of food, or do you not like eating a lot of food?
And everyone's different, you know. On average, women should be eating about 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day. Men should be eating between 2,500 and 3,000 calories per day. Calories should be everyone's main concern.
Yeah, it depends on your activity level too. If you're less active, you can eat less. If you're more active, you definitely should eat more.
Yeah, and if you eat enough calories, you will likely hit your daily macros, including protein and so many other vital nutrients.
Two, eating only processed vegan food or eating too much processed vegan food. Because too often people think that eating vegan means just eating plant-based versions of meat, dairy, and eggs, like the vegan meats, the vegan cheeses, the vegan milks. And those foods are fine. You know, they're fine from time to time. They're certainly not the healthiest foods on the market.
Whole plant foods are not only the healthiest foods available, but they are the least expensive, and you can eat way more food without the fear of exceeding your daily calories. Whole plant foods are loaded with fiber, which helps you feel full. It regulates your digestion. It curbs your hunger and cravings.
And processed vegan foods can lead people to think that, you know, being vegan is too expensive, because we hear that a lot. And it's true. Processed foods are expensive. Whole plant foods, not expensive. And this erroneous idea that veganism is too expensive can lead people to, again, drop their vegan diet and opt for an animal product-based diet. But in reality, a vegan diet can be as affordable or as pricey as you choose. It's up to you.
We always recommend buying foods in bulk, like oats, rice, lentils, beans, nuts, seeds, etc., and batch cooking for the week to make it even more cost effective. Three, not tracking your nutrition. Many new vegans and meat eaters alike simply do not know what the nutrition content of their food is. Non-vegans will often go out and have a burger, a milkshake, fries, what have you. They're clearly not concerned with nutrition, yet when someone decides to go vegan, everyone is a nutritionist all of a sudden.
No.
Nutrition is one of the hardest things for me to understand. I just even remember in nursing school, like nutrition is the worst.
It's just a good idea to track what you're eating, to make sure that you're hitting your daily macros, your vitamins, your minerals, and make sure you're getting enough protein, enough fat, enough carbohydrates. And we always use Chronometer for this. It's a great resource. And no, it is not, as some people have called it, it is not a vegan website. It's just that a lot of vegan nutrition channels use it because it is an online nutrition tracker. The website contains thousands of non-vegan foods. Like, it's not a vegan website. It's just a database of the nutritional content of various foods. And speaking of Chronometer, you can check out the Chronometer for what we're eating right here. You can see lots of protein, lots of fiber, lots of vitamins and minerals, lots of fat, lots of complex carbs. No animal products in this meal at all. In fact, it's mostly whole food. Like, there's some Califia almond milk in there, and some people don't think of peanut butter as a whole food, but the peanut butter that we buy is just peanuts with 1% salt. So it is pretty whole foody, but you know, we're not absolute sticklers for the whole food plant-based lifestyle, but it is the only diet that we feel comfortable recommending because it is the only diet proven to reverse heart disease, type 2 diabetes, reduces your risk of cancer. We can't sit here and like be pro these vegan processed foods because we know they're not good for you. It's good for the animals.
It's good as a transition food.
But not good for you.
Even if you're not vegan, go into Chronometer and plug in your day's intake and see where you're at. When you make the switch to veganism, do the same thing. Know what you're eating so that you don't run into health issues down the line. That's a pretty standard,
Pretty reasonable.
thing that we should be doing.
Yeah. And if you see something that you're not getting routinely, you know, maybe you're not getting enough B12, maybe you're not getting enough D, maybe you're not getting enough vitamin A, you can choose to eat foods that are fortified with those vitamins. You can choose to take a supplement. You know, in the case of vitamin D, you can choose to spend more time outdoors and get more sun exposure. You can choose however you'd like to get these vitamins and minerals. The only thing that you have to take a supplement for generally is B12. But for virtually everything else, you can choose how to get these things into your body. 4, not understanding what veganism is. This, by far, is probably the single greatest challenge that we face as vegan YouTubers and being on Instagram and doing outreach and trying to change people's hearts and minds. People have a hard time understanding what veganism is. As we said at the beginning of this video, it is not a diet. It is a lifestyle. We don't want to needlessly exploit animals anymore, and so it extends to a person's diet, but it is not a diet in and of itself.
And along those lines, you can't be mostly vegan. You are either vegan or you're not. Being mostly vegan would be like saying that you're mostly feminist. You either think men and women should be treated equally or you don't.
Veganism is the same thing. You either think that dogs should be treated the same as pigs, or you don't. There's this magical difference between dogs and pigs that allows us to needlessly murder pigs but treat dogs very well. This is called speciesism. This is what veganism is fighting against.
We bring this up because when you are truly vegan, then you truly care about not causing animals needless suffering, torture, and death. Therefore, it's much less likely that you will give up the lifestyle that causes such suffering, torture, and death. People cheat on their diets all the time, but veganism is not a diet. When you're committed to more than just yourself, you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish. When you know that the animals are counting on you, it is much, much harder to give in to societal pressures and cravings and to give yourself a cheat day or a cheat meal. You know, there's no cheating when it comes to ethics. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it and you enjoy our content, please make sure to subscribe and consider donating to our Patreon. Our patrons are a huge part of the reason we are able to do what we do. You help us fund our activism, whether it be materials for vigils or transportation or even the sanctuary where we volunteer. You guys help us out with that, so thank you so much.
And if you're not following us on Instagram, you can check out our page to see what we're doing day to day. We make daily posts, we do Insta stories. We also have a Facebook page, which is populated automatically by our Instagram page. So they're kind of the same thing. But we are on Facebook, and we also have an Etsy store with some cool vegan swag for you to check out.
Bye! Sorry.
You can drink this whole cup of coffee.
Sorry. You made me laugh. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Oh, we haven't had a giggle blooper in a while. I'm trying.
Okay. Oh my god. People decide to switch.